From dog masks and shoulder pads to bone-waving fans and relentless barking, it's become one of the most iconic sections in all of sports. And now, it's time to celebrate.
Damn, they be dropping, but we be dropping harder,
What's going on, family? You're watching Sports Talk with B. Watts on this Tuesday morning. Look at here, family. When you look at the Cleveland Browns quarterback room, and the two rookies is already there. That's Shedeur and Dillion Gabriel. They said it's a competition and looks like Dillion Gabriel is ahead of Shedeur. Let me tell you something. I don't care what a Cleveland beat writer says about Dillion Gabriel is more head of Shedeur for his head and shoulder. Man, I'm not buying that. Shedeur Sanders is a legit, big-time franchise quarterback. When you listen to other people's outside of Cleveland, when you listen at people like Shannon Sharp, who done played the game, when you listen to people like Mike Tannenbaum, who's been a GM for the New York Jets, when you listen to people like Ryan Clark, who was a cornerback safety for the Pittsburgh Steelers, and now he's an analyst for ESPN and have his own podcast, The Pivot, tell you about the quarterback room for Cleveland. Man, them people I listen to, they done played the game before and they done analyzed this quarterback room, starting with Joe Flacco, looking at Kenny Pickett, and looking at Dillion Gabriel. This quarterback competition is not even close. I don't care what nobody say from the inside of the building. Them teammates know. They know Shedeur Sanders is way ahead of Dillion Gabriel for as performing wise. Can you throw that football to an open receiver? Yeah, that's the question. When you see a defense coming at you, can you stand up in that pocket and deliver that ball to an open receiver without flinching? Can you do that? That's the question I want to know. Can Joe Flacco still do it? Can Kenny Pickett do it? He ain't done it in 3 years. Can Dillion Gabriel stand up in that pocket and look down the barrel of a defensive player coming at him and deliver a completion pass to one of his wide receivers on a consistent basis? Now, when it comes to Shedeur, I ain't got no question. I don't seen it. I don't seen it at Jackson State. I have seen it at Colorado, and he was one of the best. One of the best. And I can't wait to see it when those scrimmages start and preseason games start, when Shedeur hit the field. Locked and loaded, ready for the task. Only reason they talking about this a competition and Dillion Gabriel is ahead of Shedeur ain't but one reason why. It's because of the NFL draft this past season. Collusion. Y'all don't want me over on that. Collusion. The NFL owners got together and they concluded over Shedeur Sanders. And it started with that Deshaun Watson contract. That's the only reason he was pushed down to the 5th round, y'all. That's the only reason he been pushed down to the 5th round. Collusion from the NFL owners. And also, you can add in the fear of Coach Prime being a head coach over his sons. That's it. That's the only reason why talk is going on about Dillion Gabriel. Wasn't nobody studying Dillion Gabriel during college, coming up to that draft. He wasn't on nobody draft board coming up to that draft. And we know that. They're not going to fool me with this. They might fool y'all. You're not going to continue to push Dillion Gabriel, Kenny Pickett, and Joe Flacco down B. Watt's throat when his eyes can see. I can see who the best quarterback. I can hear other people who have played the game say the same thing that I'm saying and matching up. And we looking at the play on the field. Rookie minicamp, I'm looking at Shedeur. OTA, I'm looking at Shedeur. Mandatory minicamp, I'm looking at Shedeur and the rest of the quarterbacks. Matter of fact, ESPN Cleveland, y'all the one who putting out the stats. You've been there. You told us. You showed us the videos. So why we got to listen to Mary Kay? Why we got to listen to Tony G or what they saying? And it ain't matching up with the films. Stuff that we can see. Things that we can see that's happening on the field. Once again, the only reason why you pushing that narrative is because of that NFL draft, where they drafted Shedeur in the 5th round. Collusion. Matter of fact, you ain't got to listen to me. I'm going to play a video. You got a former GM, Mike Tannenbaum, telling you what the Cleveland Browns should do. They warning them. He warning them what they should do when it comes down to this quarterback situation. Also, during this same segment, Ryan Clark, a former safety for the Pittsburgh Steelers, and now got his own podcast on the pivot, telling you the same thing. He played the game at a high level. He's looking at Dillion Gabriel. He's looking at Shedeur Sanders, and he's saying these words right here. Play the video, and I'll be back. We got 2 more videos to show. Play that video.
Quarterback Shedeur Sanders will be the Cleveland Browns starter by their Week 9 bye week. You heard it. Look, they got a lot of quarterbacks in that building. But I think that the voice from the fans is going to get louder and louder as the season goes on. I think we know who Kenny Pickett is. We know who Joe Flacco is. And I think Shedeur supplants Dillion Gabriel.
Start him sooner.
Sooner.
You have 2 first-round picks next year. You need to know what you have in Shedeur Sanders. He's a better prospect than Dillion Gabriel, their 3rd-round pick. Trade Kenny Pickett. Joe Flacco is your bridge quarterback. Let's see what we have in Shedeur, who's a very talented quarterback.
I like that, and I think he should start earlier. Obviously, you're going to start with the veteran to see what this team has, but as the season progresses, as you start to be more comfortable with Shedeur Sanders at practice and the way that he's handling himself in the building, he should become the starter because you need to know if he could be your guy.
Once again, family, these are former NFL players and former executives talking about the Cleveland Browns quarterback room. Joe Flacco, Kenny Pickett, and Dillion Gabriel along with Shedeur. They know Shedeur is that man. We know Shedeur is him. He's him. And you're not going to be able to deny it. I don't care where Kevin Stefanski nor the general manager have Shedeur on the depth chart starting in training camp. By the time this first game, 12 going to walk him down. Walk him down. It won't be no excuse when Shedeur is named QB1. Because each one of these quarterbacks will be none had their chance to perform at a high level. And they gonna fail. Just like you can see this thing like day and night. How it gonna turn out. Joe Flacco, we know who he is. It ain't gonna change. Kenny Pickett done had his chance. We know who he is. Dillion Gabriel, we done seen who he is. We know who he is. He's short. The ball's getting batted down at the line of scrimmage. It ain't going to work. It's going to kill a drive. The fans going to go crazy. Twitter going to blow up. YouTube going to blow up. And we going to be hollering for who? Shedeur, 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 Shedeur. That's what's going to happen. And it's going to happen sooner than later. Matter of fact, let's pause and watch some of the clips from the Cleveland Browns rookie have already reported to training camp. Let's watch some videos from there, and I'll be back to end the show.
They told me bust out my AP, perfect time, man. Got them book.
Hey family, you can't make this up. This competition between Dillion Gabriel and Shedeur is not even close. Shedeur is a better quarterback. The only reason why they are talking about and trying to lift up Dillion Gabriel is because of the NFL draft. collusion. Coach Prime. Both of those acts played a part of that draft. Played a part of the draft, but I ain't even upset about that. Let Shedeur be the fourth quarterback on the depth chart. You're going to have to make a decision. And the most important part about it, you got to explain it to your teammates in the locker room. Will Kevin Stefanski be able to keep the locker room together by telling them the truth? Because you got to remember, they are in the locker room. They are on the field. They watch films together. They can see everything that each quarterback is putting on film. They're going to be able to see Dillion Gabriel, what he put on film, and they're going to be able to see what Shedeur have put on film. Because guess what? They're looking at the films together. They're breaking it down, going over the good things and going over the bad things that they have to correct. And you're not going to be able to tell them that Dillion Gabriel is better than Shedeur Sanders. They're not going to buy it. These players want to win. And if you go the other way, Kevin Stefanski will lose the locker room and he's going to have the potential chance of losing his job. Explain that to your wife. Explain that to your kids. Explain that to your family. Why you didn't play Shedeur Sanders when you knew all along that he was the best quarterback and gave your team a better chance to win than any of them. It's going to be hard to explain. I'm just telling you why. That owner is not going to put up with another 3-14 season with y'all two. The general manager along with that head coach. Too much money is involved and too much pressure going to come with it. All the eyes and everybody is locked in on this quarterback situation with Cleveland. The whole league, the whole world, the whole sports world is looking at how the Cleveland Browns handle this situation because they know Shedeur Sanders is the best quarterback in this room. They know the only reason why you talking about Dillion Gabriel, Kenny Pickett, and Joe Flacco is because of the past draft. Shedeur Sanders was drafted fifth. You trying to hang your head on that? You only can hang that for so long. For so long. Because it's going to show his head when them shoulder pads come on. When you have to scrimmage Philadelphia, when you have to scrimmage Carolina Panthers, and when you have to play in them preseason game. Which quarterback going to be able to stand up in that paint and deliver for the Cleveland Browns organization, coaching staff, players, and their fan base? And I'm telling you right now, it's only one quarterback on the team that's going to be able to do that, and that's Shedeur Sanders. Mark my word. QB1, day one, game one. Joe Burrows, we want that cigar. Shedeur is coming. Wrist up. You better wrist up because it's coming. It's coming. He is coming. Time will tell. Time will tell. Before I end the show, I want to say, hey, congratulations to Will Shepherd. Will Shepherd was picked up and signed by, the Green Bay Packers. Wish him well. Hope he get out there and ball out. I'm telling you, Will Shepherd, you got an opportunity to make your family happy. And I'm telling you, they rooting for you. Your family and your fan base. And I'm sure Coach Prime is happy for you. Go out there and ball out. Put that work in like we know you can do. And make the CU family, I'm telling you, happy. All right? All right, big dog. God bless you, man. God bless you and your family also. And at this time, I want to say, hey, special thanks to all of you who tuning in right now. Do me a favor. You already know. Hit that like button. Subscribe to Sports Talk with B. Watts if you haven't. Also, hit that notification bell. It'll let you know whenever I go live or drop a video. And also, if you would like to continue to support my broadcast through Cash App, Super Chat, or just by joining the membership, the join button is on my page. All you got to do is click on that join button and select whatever you want to do to support the broadcast through the membership program. Once again, I thank you for watching Sports Talk with B. Watts. I'm your host, Bernard Watts. Once again, until next time, y'all be blessed. I'll be doing a live show tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, right here by the digital airways of YouTube. Once again, thank you for watching Sports Talk with B. Watts. Till next time, be blessed. Peace.
This truth is gonna set us free. We need mercy. There's nothing more I could say but renew our strength. Point me to the ones that say the most prayers. Keep me.
You thought you was gonna get what we got? You really thought you was gonna get what we got? Oh Lord, we coming.
Hype dreams, baby.
Everybody, Buff Nation who supported us in all the hood that had my back, I thank y'all. God, this is good. Buff Nation. Now give me my thing, dude.
See how we coming with Dillion.
His 12th touchdown catch of the season.